I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The lyric scientist flow.
Kick in the door, wave in the 4-4. All I heard was Papa, don't hit me no more.
Oh, my God.
And shout out to Biggie Smalls, Christopher Wallace, Ready to Die, Life After Death.
Oh, that's funny you brought that one up.
Yeah. Oh, you see what I did there? You see how smart
You didn't know
I
what
can
the fuck
get.
I was going to say, but
Dude.
keep going.
But I don't want anybody out there to take that. I don't want anybody
Just
to
fucking do the intro.
Well, I guess introduction is very important. I mean, it's important to
Jesus
anything.
Christ.
I mean, dude, we're here.
There you go.
We are live
Yep.
on the Mad Scientist Lab podcast.
Yep.
The Mad Scientist Lab podcast. Thank you for listening to episode 228. It is RJ, the pizza guy, along with Jared, the visual mad scientist, and he's trying to keep his shit together while he doesn't kick my ass.
Whew.
Oh, dude, he's...
No, don't tell them what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. They can see I'm fuming over here.
That is correct.
That's why I have my glasses on, ladies and gentlemen, this week, because I'm fucking fuming. Dealing with this guy, and anyway.
I am a handful.
Episode
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to-
Episode 228 of the Mad Scientist Lab with Jared Leigh and RJ.
I got to get better at that. I do.
Yeah, you know what happened? You got complacent. Because you used to practice the intro, and you used to be like, I'm practicing this, get it this, and now it's just like, oh, I got it. So,
But I'm not doing it right.
No, it's not that you're not doing it right. It's just it hasn't evolved. It's just the same thing.
No, but like any good wrestling character, the reason they stay relevant, such as The Rock,
It's because they're always improving.
Yeah, they're involved.
But that's just how you should be in anything in life. You should always be trying to improve.
I agree with that, and I agree with and I do need to do this, but I don't know. I look at like certain, like the intro, like a shtick to a degrry. I feel like
it
it's
can
kind
be
of
a
like,
shtick, but change it up.
All right.
I know I'm tired of hearing the same shit every week. I'm not saying I'm not being fucked up. I'm not
No,
trying.
no,
I'm trying
no.
not to be fucked
I
up.
like the honesty that's going
but
on
I
around here.
I don't think anybody wants to hear every fucking week.
All right, so I'm gonna do you a favor. I'm gonna do you a favor and our fans.
So next week
So next week, yeah.
we're gonna have something different.
Oh, dude, I am going to cut the best promo for this podcast. Dude, we are going to have people that want to salivate out our mouths. That doesn't actually make any sense now that I say that out loud. We are going to have people that salivate.
There are people who I want to salivate in my mouth.
There's a lot of hot girls.
That's called kissing.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Not around here. What?
No, yeah, I know.
There's not
I
a
was
lot
like,
of,
hey,
hold
how
up.
are you?
Hold up. There's not a lot of hot girls around here.
Dude, you know what's funny about hot girls?
I cannot wait to go back to Texas. Oh, my God.
Dude, we are, you know what, you know what you did last week, or the week previous, excuse me, is that you started taking the Jared Leigh comedy pot, you put it in your hands, you took that wooden spoon, and you started cooking. And I was like, man, I'm liking this guy
What you
cooking.
talking about?
Dude, I'm just saying, after the party a few weeks ago, you know, the podcast we did, I like seeing you, me personally, this isn't about your true form or anything. I like you being you and the things that you don't really normally talk about. You were just like, you know what, man, fuck it. Me and you are having a good day.
I do miss that about myself. I thought, I don't know how to even explain this. Fuck, how do I say this? I have
Take your time, please.
Looking very hard at how this comedy thing is going for me, and like I have I don't want to say I have very limited time, but I fucked myself over in several ways. And I'll be honest to a lot of people who watch this show. I fucked myself over in several ways. I was a bitch this entire time. I knew I wanted to do it a long time ago, and I thought I was going in this computer science direction. There's a whole bunch of shit that kind of threw me off. I was doing this. I was doing this. I was doing this. I always knew I was a good writer, but I didn't know what type of writing I like doing.
I think that's a fair assessment.
Like, I can write papers and I'll get fucking A's on papers. I did it through college. I did it through for my undergrad, my fucking master's. Like, I get A's on papers. I've had to write papers for getting in trouble in the Marine Corps for some sergeant who thought he was fucking better than everybody else. I had to write hold on, let me finish.
Yeah.
This is real shit. I had to write a paper for this motherfucker. Then he calls me a piece of shit, but then he reads my fucking paper. He's like, "Oh, that's very good." And somebody else, then I gave it to, somehow my mom was out there at the time, and she read it, and then somebody else read it, and they were like, "Oh, this is good. This is good." Every time I've written something, people have always told me it was good. So I know I could write. I just hated writing.
It is a process. Yes, I agree.
But now that I understand how comedy works, and I'm willing to do what it takes to put myself out there and be rejected in that manner, I still have a hard time being rejected by the opposite sex, but
fuck you, bitches.
Oh, relax. See, that's
I know that's the wrong attitude.
That's exactly
it's
the wrong attitude.
It's a wrong attitude. Ooh, I like this.
So now once I figured out the process of how jokes are written and how comedy is done, stand-up comedy, I found my way of liking to write. Because writing a joke, I don't have to sit there fucking plan out an entire
beginning, middle, and end.
Yeah.
Beginning,
well, no,
middle,
you still do that.
Well, that's the basis of any format of writing.
But
yeah.
I can have a thought. That's the beauty of it for me, is having the thought. Like, here's what I'm thinking right now. Because I know for a fact that I have a unique perspective of how I look at things compared to other people. And a lot of people, but what I have begun to notice more recently is that a lot of people, when I have thoughts, and usually my thought is at the early stages where nobody's ready to adopt that thought.
All right.
So everybody, and this goes back to COVID, like, everybody was, what I was going for, I was like, yo, all right, we got this fucking problem, but I'm not willing to accept the fact that we have to do all this before I know fully what's going on. Yes, I'm going to take precautions. I'm going to listen to what people are saying in the initial stages. But as I start to see the data come in and I realize, okay, this is not what this is being made out to be, I formed my own opinion. And usually my opinion is the opposite of what society or media or whatever expects it to be.
Oh,
so hold on, I'm not done yet.
Oh, dude, let him cook.
So I'm vilified because of what I'm thinking, but then later on it becomes a thing of that I was proven to be right from this point, and now everybody wants to act like, oh, they knew this the whole time when they didn't. So to put that into what I'm saying is, because I have kind of like I don't want to say foresight, but a unique perspective of looking at things.
A deep understanding of human nature is the way I would
Yeah,
like to look at it. Yes.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, of course.
I think that's how my jokes resonate, but then I have to write it in a way that is still me and portrays it so that other people can understand where I'm coming from.
Dude, was that not great, folks? Like, hold on here. Let's take a hold on. Time out. I don't have a whistle. And obviously, Jared's probably happy I don't. I'm actually glad I don't have a whistle either, because I'd probably abuse the shit out of it.
That's why the soundboard is over here.
Yes. But no, absorb everything Jared just said because you probably feel the same way. Because I know I do. With certain things, it is very hard to, I guess, the one thing that you said that stood out to me the most is that you think a way that nobody else thinks.
Yo, well, we all do. We all have but
yeah, we're all gonna have our little kinks and quirks and all that, that make us us. But at the end of the day, I think going back to the show from last week when we talk about the unfortunateness that happened to the Francis Scott Key Bridge and people who have their tinfoil hats on and they're like, calm down, just a little bit, please calm down. And just absorb yourself, and even if you think this is real, that's okay. Just don't overdo it. Don't.
Okay, I agree. I agree with what you're saying. I guess part of my thing is don't totally discount, especially these days, the possibility that there could be something else going on. Because we know that anything can be doctored these days.
It's wild.
We know there's a lot of stuff going on and who knows, something in the next couple of days may come out that we don't realize and we don't know. All I'm saying is keep an open mind. Don't lean toward one direction and don't feel you have to lean toward one direction just because what you've been taught your entire life tells you have to be that. That is not true. And in my experience, here's what it is. Misery loves company. It's like a cliche thing to say, and I don't want to say that everybody's miserable who thinks a certain way, but all I'm trying to say is that everybody wants you to be a part of their tribe. And I think I've just been one of those persons. I've never been a part of a tribe. Like I've stand on my own. Just like when it comes to, and I say it all the time, everybody was, I'm going to be a part of my Washington football team forever. Like, man, fuck these motherfuckers. At a certain point, you got to fucking break up with the fucking the toxic relationship. You know what I'm saying?
No, and dude, I'm so glad you said
that. And I'm not just talking about the team. I'm just saying, I'm speaking generally. I was using that as an example.
No, and I think that's a great idea.
Remember the camera's on you.
Yeah. Sorry. I think that's, dude, your head is in the right space. Sorry. Your head is in the right space. And I don't think I could agree with you more, man, because you're right. We live in such a, I don't think we've been more free at one point in our lives, but are not free. Put it that way. Like, it's like we have the freedom to look at this. Like, dude, put it this way. If I open up my phone or anybody's phone, you're going to see this and that. And it's all, sexualized and, whatever. Dude, the world is in a very weird space. It is. And as much as you might want to indulge in these things, has anybody ever seen the movie Seven? All right. Shout out to those guys.
What's in the box?
When you overly indulge in these things, at some point in time, you're going to get sick of it. All right? I love ass. We love ass here on the Mad Scientist Lab, and I'm going to use my Barry White voice.
Don't fucking loop me into your pervertedness.
And I'm speaking strictly for myself and my pervertedness only as Richard, not Jared Leigh Comedy. All right? But, we are getting to a point in time that even when I open my phone and I start scrolling.
Well, you got to change your fucking algorithm.
Yeah, no.
Plus, you got fucking Facebook, bro. Like, Facebook is
it's garbage.
Facebook is the worst fucking social media. It's in the beginning stages. I'm not gonna lie to you. Here's what I predict.
All right, I'm listening.
Facebook is about to go the way of fucking MySpace. They're lucky they still have Instagram because a lot of businesses and a lot of influencers, quote unquote, use it for their stuff. But Facebook is about to die. Yeah, I tell you why.
I hope it does.
I tell you
do.
why. The biggest users of Facebook are like 45 and up, and mostly even higher than that. It's like people in their 60s. That's why people are in their 60s are getting fucking scammed all over Facebook.
Dude, do you know what disappoints me more than anything? Honestly,
I don't know what to tell you because I already know. Go ahead.
I don't like.
If you're about to say what well, go ahead.
I just don't like how openly racist people are on the internet.
Oh well, you're
I just don't like it. I hate it. I actually despise it, dude. It makes me sick.
It's the first of all, you gotta look at it like this. It's the internet. Those are people who will not say that shit in front of anybody. They will not say that to anybody's face. So they're a bunch of cowards who are they will just type shit on and they're probably, to be honest, they're probably not smart enough to know otherwise. And because there's some people who will post stuff that they'll take their phone, and I've seen it. There's a podcast that I watch called Your Mom's House with Christina P. and Tom Segura. And they have videos of like just random shit because their algorithm is, especially Christina P's, her algorithm is different. And it'll just be people and they'll start recording. And it's always older people. And it's usually to TikTok. And they'll be recording themselves. And they'll be like, hey, any ladies out there want to come? And I'm being more like coherent than they would be.
Yeah.
Any ladies out there that want to come over, and I'm a good guy and this, that, and the other thing, and I fucking blah, blah, blah. It's like, first of all, you don't know how to film a fucking video.
Yeah.
Second of all, you're filming this like this is a dating site and everybody's going to see who you are. Like, bro, this is TikTok. This is not a fucking thing where you're just going to put a video in it and people are going to know who you are.
Nobody knows who the fuck you are.
Yeah. And you gotta dig to even get to that shit. So it's like you gotta remember, and I think I just heard this statistic recently. Like 15% of Americans are have like 80 IQ and below. That's a crazy amount of number. So you imagine all those people just freely able to get on the internet and type whatever the fuck they want at anybody who they want. And yeah, I type some shit especially on TikTok. When I see some ridiculous shit, I'll be like, okay, what are you talking about? That doesn't even make sense. And I'm not there to argue with the person. I'm just going to be like, look, you're insane for even thinking this. And yeah, TikTok is a little nicer than Instagram, but I don't really hang out in Instagram comments that much.
Yeah.
But you know who the racists are. But
well, the reason I say that
I think you're giving it too much light. You got to remember, if anybody still thinks like that in this time and day, they're just not smart. So don't even give them the fucking, like, dumb people will die. That's it.
Yeah.
Don't give them energy, bro.
Yeah, we're not giving dumb people energy here on this show.
Don't agree with me. Just fucking.
No, but I saw something, and I've seen it for a while now. And I don't know if it's me having some sort of like spiritual awakening or whatever.
I'm telling you, everybody's getting, well, at least, again, people who are self-aware and think about something that other than themselves are getting this awakening.
I read something earlier today. There was an interracial couple that made a video. Don't care about the video. I was just scrolling through. But I happened to read the comments, and pretty much every comment I saw for, I would say 98%, especially the top comments, because the ones that get liked and all that shit, they were indirectly being racist.
Oh no, 100%.
And I was reading and I was like, oh, what a fucking moron!
Don't go on Twitter; you'll lose your fucking mind.
No, Twitter's
way worse,
dude. I hate social media. I really, as much as I'm addicted to doom scrolling, and I am. I'm the first one to say
it's becoming a thing where, again, people who are aware and who are smart enough to realize this shit is not good. First of all, you just gotta not read the comments. And we're all curious because
We're people.
Yeah, I'm curious.
We're
I'm
human.
If I see this person, I want to see what. Again, this is me trying to be objective about a situation, especially if the video is a good video. All right, I was like, all right, cool. Let's see. All right, this is an interesting take on this particular thing.
All right.
Let me see what the rebuttal of this thing is. So when I'm looking at the comments off of something, it's more for me to kind of judge
Society.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I 100. Dude, the whole reason I read a comment section doesn't matter.
Yeah, but you got to get off Facebook, man. That Facebook is a.
Dude, if I get on Twitter and I see a bunch of half naked
old people place.
And you know what's crazy? It's funny you say that.
And they're out of touch as fuck.
Yeah, so a lot of the comments I saw were made by a lot
and
of older
it's
people.
Always some old guy with his fucking face is right up on the thing, and he's looking like he's got fucking 2 teeth type shit.
Yeah, no, and you're 100% correct. I will not deny that. I think my big thing is well, one, if I got on a different brand of social media, I don't think me personally, I don't think it'd be any better. I think it's still saturated with. Put it this way, I don't want to get to a point where I want to get up in the morning and scroll through my phone and I want to look at, we live in a very sex-driven world now, and it's very normal. I mean, it's very human.
Right. Again, that comes down to your algorithm. That has nothing to do with...
It is.
If you've already looked that stuff up or whatever, or clicked on it or commented on it, then yeah.
So you're correct. So as the market engineer that you are, because that's what you are in my mind, like you are a connoisseur of those things.
I wish I wasn't, but I got to do it for comedy.
Yeah, but I am the type of guy that, well, dude, if I see some cheeks, I'm gonna click on it. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna be like, damn,
that's what's happening.
But to Jared's credit, your algorithm gets flooded with that.
Yeah, flooded. I get so many Hillary on my Facebook. I get Hillary Duff on the regular. It's always the same pictures. I've seen this picture before, but it's like, fuck. These are the good ones because they know which ones I like.
Oh man!
And then I'll get
so fine, dude.
Jenna Ortega. I get her. Who else?
Name of this podcast is Dirty Old Men, by the way.
Maybe there's one other one I get. I don't really want to name that one.
No, but do you know what, man? Like it's funny you say that because I was talking to somebody earlier today, and man, I don't even know how to really go about this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because this is the Mad Scientist Lab. We live in such a sexualized society to a point to where people can be very uncomfortable with their own sexuality. And I'm not talking about being gay or trans or any, like, that's fine.
Wait, whoa. But that's what that is. So what do you mean?
I think we emphasize on it too much to where people feel like they need to do it.
You're not explaining yourself. I don't understand.
Okay. So, all right. So let me backtrack. So, I have an algorithm of, quote unquote.
Are you saying that? I don't know what you're saying. I don't. When you say sexuality, then you say you're taking other sexualities out of it. That doesn't make sense.
No. So I did not phrase it properly. My apologies. What I'm trying to say is that like me personally, like if I scroll through my phone, I'm going to see a lot of shit that I personally like, but at the end of the day, I'm going to be like, oh, I would never date a woman like this. I hate that shit. It's like, I love looking at this woman's, figure, but I would never date this woman. Put it that way. And
that's not sexuality. That's
morale.
That's more of being realistic about what you can get in your life.
Okay, I think that's a fair assessment.
Sexuality is like the opposite. Everything you named at the beginning when you said that, I was like, wait, that is all sexuality.
I am not throwing anybody under the bus.
I was like, is RJ coming out to us?
Yeah, no. I mean, if I did, I wouldn't do it here on the show, and I would do it with Jared in my car while we're driving.
No, fuck that.
And make him super uncomfortable.
Do it here on the show.
Yeah.
Just say it.
I love the gays. Anyway.
Oh, my God.
No,
we're getting canceled.
Yeah. at this point, it's okay.
I don't even think that's a thing anymore. I don't think people. You know what? I think being canceled is gone.
Dude, I'm so glad that's gone.
Unless you do some wild shit. Well, you know what? Oh, I could be wrong. I just had a thought because I wanted to get into this.
Yeah, go ahead.
What if the new canceling is they fucking take it to the level that you get your house rated, 2 of your houses rated at the same time?
Man, dude, you know, we were talking last week about like, RJ, you didn't hit me up. You didn't do, you know, when I was coming home, you know, after a long day, you know, my mom, God bless her soul, was making dinner.
Over everything.
No. Hear me out, dude. I'm 100% agreeing with you.
Okay.
I'm like, hey, turn on the news. I'm like, yo, they're raiding Diddy's house.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this is pretty big, dude. I mean,
houses,
2 at the same time because there's
in different states on opposite sides of the fucking country. That's crazy.
You got to be.
That's some federal shit,
dude. That guy's doing something wrong, bro. Hey, that guy.
No.
No, you don't think it?
Hold on.
All right. I
do not do that.
All right, I'm listening.
Again, I'm gonna here's what, and I'm gonna preface it with this: no matter what the public opinion thinks, the Constitution and the laws of this great country that we live in, the United States of America, says that a person is innocent until proven guilty. I don't give a fuck what you think he did or you think he could have did or he said, she said, whatever. The law of the land says innocent until proven guilty. And this is the issue.
America.
Nobody is fucking trying to actually pay attention and uphold the laws. They want to fucking circumvent the laws as much as they can or give their judgment prior to knowing anything, especially just because you have the internet and you say, okay, CNN has this on the news. First of all, fuck any mainstream media. CNN is trash. MSNBC's trash. Fox News is trash. They're all fucking trash.
Oh, man. We have Jared Leigh comedy in rare form. I like this.
So if you want to fucking sit here and act like you're about America, but you don't want to give a person their rights, no matter what they are, again, look, and there's another big thing going on this fucking, you know what?
Oh, he's taking his glasses. Let him cook.
There's another thing going on in this country about, everything is about equality. You know where equality starts? Making sure the laws applies the same to everybody.
Ooh,
it has nothing to do, ladies and gentlemen, with what fucking sexuality you are, what gender you claim, what pronouns you want. It is either did you or did you not follow the law? And then a jury of your peers will tell you whether you did or you did not. And then you get sentenced. Fuck what you're talking about. If you decide you want to go shoot up a school and you think, I was doing it for fucking some right wing whatever, go to jail, bitch. Just like January 6th. Go to jail, motherfucker. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? And and I kind of feel bad about like how I approached it when it was going on. But when they did the January 6th thing and everybody saw that young lady get killed,
yes,
I was really harsh about it. But I still stand on what I said.
Hey, that is
you did something you were not supposed to do. You attacked people that are protected people. They make the laws in this country. You can't, and you met the sacrifice. Accountability. Same thing we talked about last week.
Yeah,
accountability. And if you can't take accountability for your fucking actions, then I don't know what to fucking tell you.
I think Jared is basically saying for the simple folk out there that this is when you fuck around, you find out.
Exactly.
And that's
what we need to start telling.
I love you, brother. I love you.
That's what we need to start telling these young cats. They're gonna be saying, Unc is fucking on. Fuck you. First of all, I ain't your uncle.
Yeah.
Second of all,
somebody called you an uncle?
No. Well, no. I'm just saying Unc. Like there's a term going around calling older people Unc.
Oh wait,
I'm not your Unc, dog. You go talk to your drunk ass uncle and see what he says. He's gonna tell you the same thing. Well, if he's about anything or he talks about anything, he's gonna tell you the same fucking thing. I don't know.
Tell you something. I love my uncle.
Here's the thing. I think since we were talking about social media and the internet, and we were talking about how racism, you see a lot of racism on it.
It's disgusting.
All right,
man.
give me a second.
I'm listening. Hey,
But
let him cook.
There's also a lot of ageism.
Ooh,
Where
okay.
because these kids are on these platforms, but they don't realize that I guess they feel like this is supposed to be their space. Oh, because TikTok started out, it was kids dancing, and that's still the rhetoric and with the whole band. See, this is the fucking thing. Like, none of these fucking groups are talking to each other. You got the old motherfuckers, the boomers on the fucking hill, saying, "Oh, we need to ban this because China this and China that or whatever." First of all, that's not really what I don't think that's why they really want to ban it. I think because there's a couple things. They're afraid of misinformation being spread.
Dude, please elaborate.
They're afraid.
No, I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm liking this.
There's misinformation being spread, but misinformation is being spread by everybody. It's not just coming from China. You know what I'm saying? And then you have this other older group of people on the hill that think, oh, TikTok is all dances and fucking everybody thinks it's just dancing and this. No, I don't see no fucking dances on my feed, bro. Like, what are y'all talking about? It doesn't even make sense. The shit that they're saying to try to get this shit banned. It's just little. If you're on TikTok, you just want to see little girls and little boys dance. I ain't never seen that shit, so I don't even know what you're talking about. I get news. I get a bunch of people want to talk about whatever current events is going on. I get this one dude I fucks with, Dan McCallan. He's a I'm not into religion or anything, but he's a biblical historian and scholar.
Yeah.
So like people will have videos like he kind of helps debunk different like myths of people talking about, oh, these ancient scripts come from here and they're not talking about this, and he'll like, let's hear it, and he'll let the video play and he'll explain from his scholarly point of view what's really going on. I enjoy watching them. Just again, this is information.
And at the end of the day, it's harmless information too.
That's the thing. It's not necessarily always harmless. It's because, especially with the Israel and Palestine thing, information is getting spread around so quickly that the whatever agenda somebody, depending on no matter which side it is, somebody's agenda is getting pushed that somebody else doesn't want to get pushed.
Yeah, that's always been, personally my biggest thing with
it takes the power away from the government. That's why they don't want TikTok around or in the manner that it is now, because it's not that it's decentralized, it's just not Americanized. And if they can't control it,
they don't like it. Yeah, no. Oh man, dude, I hope you guys absorbed all that, because I certainly did. Holy shit, man. Dude, you know what? In the last couple of weeks, I've noticed a change in you.
I don't know where I don't know where it's come from.
Well, I'm going to tell you that it's good shit.
I don't know. I just been thinking a lot about a lot of shit.
It's all right, and you're always welcome to get it off your chest, and you guys are always welcome to get it off your chest here on the Mad Scientist Lab. But I agree with you, dude, because we are taught at a young age, a very young age. I mean, pretty much from knowing what color a crayon is.
A what?
A crayon.
A crayon?
Do you call it a crayon?
Yeah,
I call it a crayon.
I mean,
yins are mob.
Anyway, I was gonna say
that's
crayon,
right. Dude. Crayon, downtown. Yeah, up north they don't.
You know what I noticed? Like people from like New Jersey and New York, maybe even Pennsylvania. I don't know for sure, but they always say my name Jared.
Yeah, that's not, dude.
It's not Jared. It's Jared.
I know your name is Jared, but dude, I'm telling you, if I lived up there eating my sauerkraut, and all that,
there's this
I'd be
chick
like,
that
there's Jared.
There's this chick that to this day I like. If she said, "Hey, let's," whatever. Anyway,
it's all right. I have.
She's from Jersey.
I have several of those.
She's from Jersey though, and she used to say my name like that, and I used to hate it. But I was like, "You're lucky. You're as fucking beautiful as you are."
Dude. It's funny, and I know you've said it before on the podcast. The older I get, man, dude, I am more proud to dig into my roots of who I am.
That sounds like a easy thing for a white man to do, but go ahead.
It's hey, man, it ain't easy being cheesy, brother. All right, I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. Hey, but I agree with you when you share the sentiment of people who are in power or in control, and they want you to think this or that. And dude, we're taught from an early age that there is either this or this is that.
Yep.
And you cannot think for yourself. I was never taught as a child to think for myself.
If you deviate from the norm,
you're a weirdo. You are the guy. You are the social outcast. You're the guy in the corner. You're the guy that wears the tinfoil hat. Shout out to Tron. What's up?
It's not
homie?
even What? I have been accused of that a few times. Also, but again, it comes down to if you don't subscribe to whatever this tribe is, or whatever that tribe is, there's no such thing as I'm doing this on my own. And maybe it is a primitive thing, and it's like if you're not in this tribe, you're not in that tribe, then you're against us because you don't have a tribe or you're an outcast.
Yeah.
And usually in the wild, an outcast or a loner would probably die because they don't have the numbers. You know what I'm saying?
In that aspect.
But
yes.
I think that's where it comes from for us. But we're more civilized than in the animal world.
Yeah, of course, obviously.
I mean, even though we are animals, no matter what anybody says.
You and me ain't nothing but mammals. You know, remember that song from the 90s?
Yeah.
No, sorry, I just wanted to throw. Sorry, I just wanted to throw that in there.
Thank you.
But
yeah,
go ahead.
It's
fucked up.
Well, we got off the subject, but I wanted to talk about
please,
the Diddy thing. Back to the Diddy thing,
and that's why you went on the tangent.
Yeah,
because you and for those who don't know this. And I'm going to say this, and he's going to hate me for it, but this gentleman is a veteran of this country, and he deserves his fucking flowers.
I fucking hate when you do that.
I know. I know you do it. I know you do. But this man fought for our freedoms.
I didn't do shit.
I don't give a fuck
I
what you
have a joke that even says that, but anyway.
I don't give a fuck. Well, to me, dude, you went out there with a machine gun like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Predator.
I didn't have a machine gun.
I don't give a fuck.
Although I've shot him, I didn't go out there with a machine gun. I had an AR-15. No, not an AR-15. Goddamn. M16A2. There's single round, and you can switch to 3-round burst. There's no fully automatic.
All right, so you had a fucking burst assault rifle. There is nothing more American
semi-automatic
than Jared Leigh comedy with a semi-automatic rifle. I don't care. I don't care what you say. I don't care what anybody says.
I don't know what
your
that means.
Balls must be made.
I don't know what that
iron.
means. Just fucking go. You can go shoot a gun. This is America. You can go shoot a gun anytime
I know that.
you want.
I know that.
You can go to Vegas and shoot fully automatics anytime you want.
I understand that. My point is that you went somewhere to fight for that, and that is.
I didn't go nowhere. I went to Japan twice and loved it. Japanese women are hot. The food is great. The sights are great. Fuji looks beautiful. I don't know what else. I didn't do none of that shit. What you talking about?
I don't care.
The only desert I was in was in California, motherfucker.
Well, I don't care. In my head,
I didn't do shit.
In my head, you're Arnold Schwarzenegger, motherfucker. I don't want to hear your shit.
I mean, I can still shoot, but I didn't do none of that shit.
All right, so we're learning a lot here in the last 35 seconds.
We didn't learn a lot of nothing. I've been saying this. This is part of my fucking. This is one of my bits.
My point is, man, is that you're somebody who took the oath of that.
Can I tell you something?
You gonna kick me?
No.
If you do, dude.
Actually, Donna Rollins just talked about this on his new special. Shout out to Donna Rollins. That show is also that episode that special is produced by Dave Chappelle. It's on Netflix now.
Go ahead.
Suggest you watch it. It's funny. He was in the Air Force, and he even talks about in that how and this is where I think the disconnect is. He says white people join the military to go to war and kill people. Black people go to the military to get the benefits.
You know, it's fun. You know what? You want to hear something funny?
That's not funny. It's true.
No,
I didn't go in the military to fucking go to fucking combat. As a matter of fact, when I went in, because I'm old,
Yeah.
there was no wars going on. I was in during the Clinton years. There wasn't no wars going on.
My mom, no bullshit, dude. When I was younger, fresh out of high school and all this, my mom wanted me to join the military because
For
of
you,
the
it's the
benefits
and discipline. I can see why. She wanted you to go for the benefits and the discipline.
I'm probably the most professional man you'll ever meet.
Professional and being disciplined are two different things. There are two things you get from being in the military, yes. And the Marine Corps is probably the most professional of all, arguably. Say other branches would argue differently, but
I mean, and that's to each their own. But
kind of,
yeah.
But it's true.
She wanted me strictly to join because of the benefits. Hey, you're gonna have housing, you're gonna have health care.
She's
like
right.
and she was right. I did not do that. Obviously, I'm being a delinquent with no discipline. That's not listening.
You would have got the discipline from being in the military, and you would have had the professionalism from being in the military.
Oh my God. Anyway.
Hey, and on top of those, you would have got the benefits. But I will give you this. I will say this.
I think I've done very well for myself.
I will say this. You do lose a piece of yourself. Because my goofiness that I had then before I went to military, it kind of diminished a little bit. I think a lot of my goofiness went away as I just got older and experienced being a person who thinks other people are like also kind-hearted.
Yeah.
And then encountering people who are actually not. And then learning that lesson of, you don't have the same heart I have. You just, so then I had to shut down. At certain points, you shut down. And I'm trying to get back to the goofiness, but again, I'm getting older, so like, it's hard. So now I just write dark ass jokes.
Dude, we are so good at what we do. I will never. I
doubt that, but
no.
Well, I want to get to my point, man.
All right, go ahead.
You keep throwing me off of the fucking Diddy shit.
All right.
So
yeah, people ran in this motherfucker's
I see it.
crib.
We were talking about people ran into his crib, but we were talking about social media and a lot of these because everybody has a podcast these days, like, and everybody's doing these podcasts and everybody's going on everybody else's podcast. And there's all these celebrities, basketball players and whoever. And like every TikTok that I see where it's a clip of somebody saying, hey, yeah, I used to go to those parties. I've been to a Diddy party. Or somebody will ask, like, have you been to a Diddy party? I'll be like, yeah, I've been to a couple of them. And then they always say, once they say they've been to a couple of them, they always end up saying, but I left early. Sure, pal. You left all those parties early? I doubt it. You was probably sticking around to see what was going on.
Dude, this is a very I don't like this a lot, actually. This is a very touchy subject.
Not touchy at all. Keep going.
No, but you have and we've elaborated on it before. You have a guy who is a global name that may be an icon to a degree, that is being accused of pretty horrible shit. And you're right. You get these people that come out and say, hey, like, dude, I feel like since 2024 started, that Cat Williams interview with no pun intended,
call him by his name,
Mr. Shannon Sharp, I feel like we're seeing all sorts of wild shit. Dude, like, think about it. Like, since the years,
it's just been building up since last year. 50 was talking about this all last year. This is nothing new. Like, I don't know what's changed, but maybe they gather more evidence. but that was the reason they got the warrant to be able to go into his house. I don't know. He still seems to be fine. He's out and about with his daughters and whatnot. I don't know, man. Here's what I'll say. And this is where I'm going to be really, really authentic. And I don't know whether people, but people don't watch this show anyway. So
let them cook.
In the recent years, I will say that I have seen a lot of high-level black men be taken down for various reasons. There's no way in my mind that they're all fucked up like that. I could be wrong. I have not seen many white men be taken down. The only one that I can say that I can recall recently that was almost taken down, but they put it on, which is funny because I was watching something on this earlier. It was Johnny Depp. And here's the funny part. Okay, so here's my thinking.
All right, I'm listening.
When it's a white man who's big name, big money, unless it's like Epstein or fucking,
I mean, somebody that
those are definitely proven.
Dude, that guy's
And Weinstein, like everybody saw that. But then like Johnny Depp, he's big name, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Then they pin it on, because they couldn't pin it on one white woman with like Harvey Weinstein and Epstein. Well, actually, no, they got her too.
Yeah.
So they ended up killing Epstein, and then
that guy was murdered.
Then they
bro.
pit.
There is
okay.
no. I'm sorry. I'm listening. I'm listening.
Let me finish.
I'm listening.
Then they also got his woman, his right hand man. So pinned it on the white woman, and then Johnny Depp gets off, pins it on the white woman. But then when it's a black man gets it. Black man gets it. Black man gets it. So, but the reason I'm saying the white woman is because I was watching this thing. This lady, I forgot her name, but she was saying, she was sitting up there a panel. And she was saying how hard it is to be a woman in Hollywood. And I was reading the comments, and I was thinking, I'm like, it's pretty hard to be.
Rich.
It's pretty hard to be everything in Hollywood. Well, yeah, it was a number of things. It was like, she was like, maybe not in France, but in America, sure, blah, blah, blah. I was like, well, guess what? In America, white women have it pretty hard.
Yeah.
But they've always had it pretty hard. I don't know. I don't think I really have a point. I'm just saying it's no matter. No, I do have a point now that I think about it. It's whatever to protect the white male patriarchy. No one can be ahead of them.
I agree with that. I do.
Oh, but don't agree so quickly.
No,
you are that.
Look, man. When you,
I know what you're saying, but I know where you're coming from. But I just want I want to make sure my point was came across.
Your point is insanely valid, dude. Insanely valid. I mean, your point is probably more correct than me trying to do math on a fucking scan sheet. You know what I'm saying?
But this is the type of shit that I think about on the regular.
No, but the thing is, Jared, you're not wrong.
Yep.
Dude, trust me. You don't think you think about the shit? Imagine being a white man. All right. Oh fuck, we're going there. Imagine being a white man who grew up in a predominantly African American community, or this, and it's a lot more mixed than I think you're giving it. But
my
point is that
because we grew up in the same environment, it's it's more mixed than you say it is.
No, dude, I grew up with people from all over.
That's
the world.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So,
diverse, very diverse,
very, very diverse. And dude, I am very thankful for it, and I will never have it any other way.
We have a very living where we live and growing up where we grew up. We have a very unique perspective, and I think that's why we're able to have a more objective opinion about certain things.
Yeah, and I agree because
But there's parts of the country that I watched the video on Twitter today. There was one guy, he was a black guy, and the whole rest of the room was white. And this white girl wanted to hug him, and she was like, I've never met an N-word before. Like, literally said this shit on camera. And I'm like, what? And this is like right now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it's
But in your brain, when would you have never met another black person? You know, that's our disconnect. We don't know any different. I've never been to a place, even
dude, I've grown up with people from Ecuador.
I've lived in plenty of
Morocco, Bangladesh.
Yeah,
You know, El Salvador, Korea,
Philippines,
the Philippines,
everywhere.
Africa, Ghana,
Yeah.
all that. Dude. My neighbors, some of my personal heroes, are from Ghana. Like with all respect, like literally, my next door neighbors, being a human, being what we say as an American.
Human is the thing.
Yeah. And so, look, man, I don't give a fuck what you look like, where the fuck you come from. I don't give a shit. Dude, treat me well, I'll treat you well. It's that simple. But to your credit, you're watching this video and there's some fucking country muffin out there like, oh, I've never met a black man
She
before.
didn't even sound that country, but it was just...
No, but it's disheartening, dude.
Yeah,
It's 2024.
I know, but
there is
bro,
no reason for people to act that way.
But RJ, again, like I said, we are lucky to have grown up in the area that we did. We grew up in an area that is more diverse than probably a majority of the country.
Dude.
This is a transit area. People come in. Like one of my best friends when I was in, I guess, elementary school, he was Indian, and they had way more money than we had. We were renting a townhouse, and they had a house in Cross Point. And
dude, that's big shit around here, dude.
hold on, I'm not done.
I'm
his
listening.
dad worked for NASA. This was my dog though. Like we fucking hung out on a regular. But his dad worked for NASA. He got shit. I think he works for NASA now, and he's got money. Like I think this dude owns a Ferrari at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's a fast car.
But look
for
at
those that
look
don't
at
know.
the difference. You know what I'm saying? It's just I don't know what I'm saying.
No, it's very observant. It's very credible in that capacity. I mean, dude, I don't think I could find many people that would argue with you, dude.
They can't argue with me.
Because no, they won't, and they shall not, and if they do, they will not win. All right, that's my point. Do you know what I've gotten really good at in the last several months of me being sober and me being a hermit, and I'm not sober.
Aside
currently.
from today, what?
Is that people like to try to destroy you from the inside out, right? But the moment you give the same energy to anybody, and they're like, whoa, this, and that, and all that. Hold on. No, I didn't do that. I didn't do this. And we talked about accountability last week.
Yeah.
And it's horse shit, dude. It's fucking horse shit.
Again, here's the thing, RJ. Again, we're doing this from our points of view of being kind-hearted. Again,
I understand that. I do.
Of sound and mind of whatever, because I'll give you an example. There's one person that goes to our place that we go to, Tortuga Verde, on a regular basis. And whenever I go there and I see that person, I completely ignore them.
All right.
And the reason I do that, not because I'm trying to be a dickhead, but because I have dealt with this person enough to the point where I don't want your energy anywhere around me.
Yeah.
I don't want, and you've just done too much
extra shit.
And it's going to get to the point that at some point, me being nice or turning the other cheek is going to go the wrong way. And then I'm going to be in trouble and I'm going to lose what I've been working towards.
Yeah. I got you.
Like I give you a perfect example. This person was there Wednesday. I'm doing my thing. I'm doing my trivia shit. Somebody else comes in that hasn't seen this person in a while. They be like, hey, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, if you're going to fucking talk to this person, please go over there and talk to him. Because if you bring him over here, there's going to be a problem.
Yeah. Right.
So this person goes over there, they talk to them and blah, 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 and then they come back. So I guess said person decides, this is my invitation because this said person is their usual.
Yeah.
3 sheets to the wind, doesn't know what the fuck is happening, already yelling at people. Comes over to the table, sits there, blah, 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 leaves, comes back, whatever. And we're done with trivia at this point. And I don't know what happened. I think it was because it usually happens when me and Dan always buy. If we win, because we won, we got first place, we usually take the winnings. We'll buy shots. Like whoever was part of the team that's still around, we'll buy shots.
And that's I think that's a very respectable thing to do.
So we were doing that, and we took the shots. Like we won. Like motherfucker, you didn't fucking help us. We the ones that did this shit.
Yeah. And
it was really me and Dan. This like maybe one person got an extra fucking whatever. Anyway, so somehow this person sees us taking a shot, and I knew there was gonna be a problem as soon as they saw it because this person thinks that because they always buying shots that everybody owes them something. But first of all, this has nothing to what me and him got going on.
Yeah, it
got nothing to do with what you don't even exist in this realm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think, and I'm sorry to cut you off, man. I am.
Go ahead.
I think the human psychology around some of these things is very valid. It's like what you're saying.
Yep.
Is important because people don't realize what they're doing when they're doing.
Okay, so that's what I want to get to the point.
Yeah,
it has nothing to do with psychology. It has, well, it does. It's partly psychology, but I guess what I was saying was psychology. Yeah, you're right. I think you were. Never mind. You were like
maybe I didn't word.
No, you were a slight step behind where I was at.
Yeah.
But anyway, you got to remember, bro. My brain is all over the place.
It's okay. It's okay.
So this person, for whatever reason, starts to fucking go off on me. And this has happened plenty of times before. Starts yelling at me, telling me this, I'm a piece of shit, and this is another thing. And like, at this moment in my head, I'm kind of smiling, and I'm like, should I just smack this motherfucker? Hold on.
I'm gonna let you talk, bro.
No, I need you to let me finish.
Yes, sir.
I went through a moment in my mind where I kind of walked away and I came back and I contemplated again. I was like, should I just smack the fuck out of this dude? And I really, really wanted to smack him, like, out of the fucking chair type shit. Like, not one of those fucking just, type, like, one of those, like, you know, the power slap shit that Dana White does? I wanted to do one of those and fucking make him fucking fall, slap him out of that chair type shit. And I don't know what happened. And I was just like, you know what? This dude's not even fucking worth it. He's a fucking piece of shit himself. He's projecting whatever the fuck he's got going on in his fucking drunk, fucking mentally ill self onto me. So I'm going to walk away and I'm going to re-up my beer and I'm going to say, excuse me, bartender, which was our friend.
Yeah.
This person needs to go because it's going to be a problem. And this person was like, is he talking shit to you again? Like, the fact that she says again, like, is like, so why is this still being allowed to happen?
So,
because it's going to happen. Like, bro, one day I'm just going to be fed up. I'm probably going to be drunk and I'm just fucking kick him in the head. But it's going to be bad. I'm going to jail.
Yeah, no.
Because I'm going to fuck him up, dog.
Yeah, no. And I'm glad you shared that.
You know what I'm. You know. Everybody I'm talking about. Right?
Yeah. No. You know, as silly as I could be,
Keep up with me.
I'm a smart guy. So when, you know, man, dude, I'm gonna tell you first and foremost. I'm sorry that you have to consistently deal with that.
No. I don't need apologies.
I know you don't need apologies. I know you don't need that. I know that. What I'm saying is what I never want you to do, dude. Honestly, I would probably feel the same way you do. I would want to slap the shit out of that motherfucker too. It feels good for about 10 seconds.
Nah, it would have felt good for a good 30 minutes until the cops got there.
Yeah. So we have to realize, and this is where the whole adulting line comes in, like, you know, that line that we don't, you know, that we think is there, but it's not really there.
Yeah, but there's a couple lines for me.
I understand that, dude.
And it goes back to what I was.
I don't like people in my personal space either.
Well, no, it's not. No. It's not about the. You're talking about boundaries now. I'm talking about my own personal lines as in how I conduct myself.
Okay.
Like you're saying, I'm an adult. Okay, that's one line. Then there's the line of we're still surrounded by a bunch of civilized people who they're still trying to have drinks, trying to have a good time. If I just go off and like, they may not have heard this guy yelling at me or whatever, or know what's happening. But if I go over and slap the shit out of him, then there's like, oh, all these witnesses, like, yo, he just walked over and slapped the shit out of him. Yeah. Now I got a suit and I got fucking jail time. So, like, you know what I'm saying? There's multiple different layers, and I got this lined up against me too.
I think, dude, I think the fact that you're able to elaborate all that in a very short span of time shows
that's martial arts, bro.
Yeah, that's your level of intelligence and your level of discipline, which I do not have because I'm still an alcoholic.
No, I was drinking too, but I'm saying that that was martial arts. Everything. And it's happened when I've almost had to fucking beat some dude's ass because he's yelling at whatever and he's hitting on the wrong, like these girls, like, and they don't want it, and they can tell they want it. It's like, yo, whatever.
I hate creepy motherfuckers, dude.
It's like I have to analyze the situation. All right, what's going on over here? What's going on over here? Where's he at? Blah blah blah. You ever seen the early Equalizers, the first Equalizer?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That type of shit literally goes on through my head. I don't see numbers and shit, but I'm analyzing that whole shit. And then even calculating what the outcome will be. But it's all in like a split second. But that's only because I've trained to the point where my brain understands these calculations. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something, dude. The one thing I like to joke about at my job is a lot of people know me as a very calm, nice guy. I can go anywhere I want. I can go into certain areas of this particular area, and people will shake my hand. And I think that's the older I get, the more I understand that, and the more I respect it. But, bro, if you have, God forbid, this drunken idiot who is constantly being belligerent, and people keep feeding his need to be, the way he is. You got to remember, the people that serve you are serving him. They are enabling this conduct, and that's the way I look at it. If they know.
I agree.
Yeah. So they know
that he's gonna pay.
Yeah, that he's gonna. It's not even about paying a bill or anything. They're gonna know, like, hey, this guy is gonna at some point in time get to a point to no return, to where you have to sit there and be, super badass, Jared, and you're like
belittled and
or whatever.
There is a point where you should tell this person, hey, you gotta go, and this person will even tell you, oh, she won't tell me to go. Yeah, what the fuck you mean? Like, no, bro, you're drunk beyond where you need to be in public. Get the fuck out of it. You know what I should do? I can't do that, because if I do that, then other people get in trouble. So.
I'm not doing that either.
He's got to fucking go. Like, it's time. When it's time to go, it's time to go.
Yeah,
that's period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I don't know. I don't want to do this live, but like
Do it. Let's
somebody, like we were talking about last week, somebody has to take accountability. And,
you know what?
And that's not, and that's what's not happening. This dude is continually being bailed out. He's been kicked out plenty of times. He's continually allowed to come back. And I know the reason why he's coming back. He's allowed to come back because he pays money. He pays.
Well, yeah,
he pays these tips.
Yeah,
but
there has to be.
You're gonna have the longer you let it happen, and the more you let it happen, the more you're gonna have an issue on your hands, and that is going to destroy everybody in the end.
Man,
it's like it's the bad apple spoiling the bunch. And it's not just a saying that fucking your teacher said and fucking school. Like, you know what? It's the bad apple spoiling the bunch. You might not even know what that understood what that meant. What it means is when there's one bad motherfucker, it affects everyone else.
It does. And dude,
and I don't think people are looking at this shit like that.
No, and you know what sucks, bro? You know what sucks? You know what sucks, folks? While I look at the camera.
Just keep going. Keep going your point. Keep going to your point.
Do you know what sucks? Is that I let Jared cook right here for about a half hour.
Oh my God! Don't shut up. You talked all last week.
I did. But he's not wrong, man. He's not wrong. When you have somebody who is creating a problem, put it this way: me and Jared, if we see each other, cool. If we don't, not a problem. But, dude, if I go into the same bar that Jared goes into on different nights and we run into the same problem, it's a problem. And the problem starts from the enabler. We don't enable people at all. If you know somebody smokes crack, don't give them crack.
Yeah, but don't put it on.
And you're right. I hear you. I'm not pointing this on somebody. We want to be good people. We want to love people, and we want to do good things with our friends who are maybe having a hard time.
You're talking too much shit. I just don't want to fucking slap the shit out of somebody.
And that's the bottom line.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Because Stone Cold said so.
You saw what The Rock did to the Rhodes boy. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, my God, bro.
Damn, blow the rest of the fucking breath out of your lungs into the fucking microphone.
Well, I mean, I don't have so much of it left in me. But, dude, what The Rock is doing right now, I will put my right hand up and I will say.
Oh, no, that was 2 weeks ago. By the time this comes out, you'll be done with WrestleMania. Oh, wait, no, you'll be at Raw at this point.
Dude, I'll be at Raw. I'm very excited. I think what The Rock is doing currently...
He's going to be at Raw just like he jacks his own penis raw.
Lubriderm.
Ew.
Yeah, it's not a... I'm not going to elaborate on this any further because...
Please do.
You know what? When I beat my dick, folks... all right, hold on. Let me turn my sumbitch sideways.
Did you just fart?
No, I didn't. I hope I didn't. If I did, I'm sorry. They teach you to use lotion and stuff. I've used lotion in my life, but sometimes it's okay to beat your dick raw. Is this awkward?
No, do what you have to do.
So I want to talk about masturbation.
Go ahead.
This is the way.
Oh, my God. There is no saving grace. I'm already down the hole. Here we go.
Bro, you were down the hole at the beginning of this joint.
Yeah. No. But I look at, dude, there's nothing wrong with self-pleasure, okay? But what is disgusting, or I wouldn't even say disgusting. I'm not even going to use that word. It's just not good to do all the time. You know, there's plenty of pretty girls in the world.
What the fuck?
Even if there's girls that you don't like or don't like you back, you know what I'm saying? Like me and Jared are pretty cool guys. We also have very huge penises. So if you don't like us, then that's your problem. We have a big dick for any bitch out there. You understand? No. These motherfuckers aren't getting away with talking shit to us. No,
They ain't talking shit to me.
No. No, I know I'm not talking shit. I'm giving you a compliment, motherfucker.
No, I appreciate it. I lay it down.
Yeah, dude. And
Any of the motherfuckers know. They know. Like,
Yeah.
hey, look, you ain't heard nobody say otherwise.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? As all the fucked up shit that's happened in my life, I haven't heard any different either. So I don't care about any of that shit. This is the Mad Scientist Lab. We like to...
It's called that because we did some experiments, and that's the reason we have big penises now.
Yes, huge penises. I mean, God forbid, I have to tuck it into my motherfucking sock.
That's why he's jerking off into it.
Yes, exactly.
But don't.
And, yeah.
Where's my fucking drum roll?
Where is it? Please help.
I need my rim shot.
I'm so glad we have that. But yeah, man.
Oh
dude,
my God.
There is nobody that is going to speak ill
I'm gonna
of
turn
me
your mic down,
and Jared Leigh comedy when it comes to our penis.
bro. Look,
Do you know why?
look.
Because
Can I correct you on something?
yeah, sure.
Stop adding the comedy to it. My name is Jared Leigh. That's it.
My name is Richard, and this is my buddy Jared Leigh. And our dicks
Speaking
are
of
big.
Lee, if you go to the, I guess I'll put it in the description. We have a new shirt and you know what?
Exciting. I like this.
We have a presidential shirt.
Woo! Vote for Jared.
Vote for Lee, 2024.
Well, that point.
We're getting eaten by moon species.
Man,
You don't remember? You don't remember that, do you?
Dude, I know moon species.
Getting eaten by motherfucking moon species. I haven't thought about one for you yet.
It's okay.
But
I'm just happy to be here.
I did that one. I saw that somewhere, and I was like, I think we should do that. So I created it. Actually, let me pull it up.
So while Jared, oh God, I'm using cliches, pulls this up, I'm going to reiterate to the rest of the internet that we have large penises that people like. And they don't want to, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Oh, I'm sorry. I talk all this shit. And then, oh, boom. You hear that?
Bruh.
You hear that?
Come on, man.
I'm sorry. I will never do that again. You hear that? That is the sound of me and Jared Leigh's cock dropping on your cranium, crushing your forehead. You hear that?
Okay.
Don't ever fuck with us. Ever again.
Jesus.
We are the nicest
Guys,
people in the
I'm
world.
so sorry what's happening right now.
I am very sorry that it's happening too, but this is what's...
I
sound like, hey, better, swing.
Exactly.
And
All right,
it's
stop
baseball
Stop
season.
screaming into the mic.
I'm sorry. But there's nothing.
So, okay, shut up.
Oh, I'm listening.
So here is the new shirt. Vote for Lee 2024. What did I say? I can't read the fucking thing.
It says Lee.
No, it says, God damn. I don't want to fucking, I didn't want to make it bigger, but.
Well, that's what she said, because we have huge dicks, so enjoy
All right,
us.
that stick is over.
I know the stick is old, but I'm not going to stop yelling about it.
It didn't work. I can't see.
It's not working.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh, here we go.
Oh, time to get eaten by a moon species.
Oh, I like the motto.
Well, that's because, that's because I said that on another clip and another podcast. You were like, oh, it was when John was here.
Shout out to Epic.
And I was like, because that's when I was saying I want to go to the moon. You were like, hey, Jess, Jared, I know you want to go to the moon. Like, fucking dismissing my fucking dreams of going to the moon.
I try not to. I'm sorry.
And then I was like, he was like, I want to go somewhere. And you said something about, and I don't know, somehow I was like, I want to go get eaten by a moon species. And you were like, eaten by a moon species? I was like, yeah, I want to go get eaten by a moon species. Just at least if I'm there, I'd be the first person to get eaten by a moon species. So that is where this kind of came from.
Hey, check it out, folks.
If it fucking, I don't know why it's not working properly, but
Please pull out your phone. You're going out in public
that's
every
a
day.
sexy look. And it comes in
Yeah,
ash. It comes in ash and navy blue.
Ooh, navy blue. I like that.
Go to, I will put it in the description. The store. There's also other things in the store that you can holler at. I'll give you a second, real quick, while I pull it up.
While Jared pulls that up, and I'm going against cliches, and God forbid I do that here on this show. My God.
God forbid my ass.
Yeah, I know. He's over here like, fuck this motherfucker.
Then
Forget about it.
Then we have the new Leigh 2024 presidential shirt. We have the unisex long sleeve, the Mad Scientist Lab. One of these, the regular T-shirt has the Mad Scientist Lab podcast. Well, we have a hoodie, and this T-shirt, which RJ should be proud of. This is the official T-shirt of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast,
and
where it says the name of the show, which is the Mad Scientist Lab with Jared Leigh and RJ.
That is so cool, dude. If I don't get laid, it's their problem.
Well,
It's not my problem. It's not your problem. Do you know what, Jared?
buy the shirt.
I think I'm gonna purchase this vessel of
Also,
spectacularness.
If you buy, and the mugs are awesome too. I like the mugs. The mugs
I'm gonna
are-
drink my whiskey out of this mug.
Well, that's the point. That's why I wanted to get an order together. I don't have any money right now, so like we can.
I also eat ramen noodles myself, my friend.
But we can buy mugs for us, and we can use that to drink on the show, which we can do that.
I like this.
But
and I will be calm about the next thing I'm about to say.
we hopefully she said she was gonna come.
Ooh, we got something special going on, and I also have something special too.
We both talked to her. We're trying to get the original artist of this piece right here, and one day I'll actually take a picture so everybody can see it with detail, because it's very detailed, and this is why I loved it
And
the
it's,
most.
uh,
I still love, of all her work, I still love this one the most, mainly because I'm a Futurama fan. I was a Bender fan. And it just, I think I identified it with the most, especially at the time when it was created.
her level of creativity is unmatched.
And we're trying to get her, Brianna, please stop
Bri.
fucking being shy. Everybody, fuck, there's no way to fucking have everybody. You know what? Here's what everybody can do. Put in the comment, Brianna, please, we want you on the show to talk about everything. There's no need to be shy. Just some encouraging words, because she's just shy. That's the only reason.
And that's okay. And there's nothing wrong with
There's
that.
nothing to be shy about, to be honest. Like, I'm sure she'll have a good time. She just, the first time is always.
Yeah, the
worst.
first time is always a hard time. Trust me, I understand.
What were you going to say?
And before we end the show, I just want everybody to know that me and Jared love bringing you the content that we do week in and week out, no matter what is going on. We are the most consistent people since Olivia Benson and Elliot Stabler on Law and Order SVU.
Oh, is that what you're doing right now? Is that what we're doing right now? Bitch.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Fucking asshole for doing that.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a good show, and I'm sorry, I love it. I'm such a stickler for those things. But when we come to you guys here the next week, I'm going to have a very, very, very special guest come over and hang out with us. And guess
I'll believe
what?
it when I see it.
And guess what? Before we go.
Oh, don't forget, we're supposed to be doing H-Tron show.
Hey, and shout
at
out to
some
our
point.
Yeah.
We, probably not this week, probably next week. We'll put it out on our social media platforms. I think that one's only audio, but please give a listen to that.
Shout out to our buddy Ace Tron, who
when it does come out, we'll let everybody know when it's out, but we just want to make sure that we let everybody know.
And just to be clear, we like sitting down and having adult conversations with people, because you know what?
I want to do. Here's what I want to do though. On that one, I want to do the opposite of what, like, because we've been a little really too fucking serious with this one.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna be Jared Leigh comedy on that show.
All right. Hey, man, and you know what? I've known him half my life, and I know he's a stickler for that shit. I mean, his favorite show is Seinfeld, which is incredible.
No, man, yeah, bro. We're not even talking about that. Like, you're giving too much insider baseball. I'm just saying. I'm telling you, like, I'm gonna do that show a little different.
All right, and you know what? I probably will too. So, with that being said,
No, be yourself.
We love you.
I'm trying to build a brand here. You're just
no, dude.
You're just a guy who wants to talk.
Well, you're not wrong. Fuck. You fucking asshole.
You start building a brand, then we'll talk about it, and then we'll fucking work around it. But.
Well, I'm in the branding myself, but while we're branding each other, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to this episode of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast. As always, it is I, RJ, the pizza guy, along with Jared, the visual mad scientist. And guess what, folks?
Jesus Christ, this social cues, dude.
What is that? Oh, the camera. Oh shit, I'm over here like sitting like a hermit. Oh, hello there. Hello, internet.
It's gonna be so good to do a show where I don't have to do anything but talk. Keep fucking going.
Guess what, folks? I'm taking the mic to my mouth right now. We're going to WrestleMania.
That was last week. He's drunk. Bye, y'all.
You so hard,
sorry.
you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio Skulls all day.
The Manic Scientist Lab. The Manic Scientist Lab. The Manic Scientist Lab. The Manic Scientist Lab.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
Exactly. The Manic Scientist